What is up, you guys? Welcome to session number 60. Number 60, as you know, the S&P 500 is slipping to start the week as Wall Street taking a breather from record highs. We saw that, Nvidia pop last week, really shooting up the market. Nvidia really saving Wall Street last week. There was some concerns that, the market was gonna dip if Nvidia didn't have good earnings. But luckily, Nvidia did smash it last week, and we did see, all-time high in the market once again. So let's dive into the news here. CNBC Live updates. So, stocks were flat today after key stock benchmark reached record highs. Investors await inflation data slated for release later this week, guys. So we're waiting for that inflation data this week, and we are seeing investors really, lock in profits from the all-time high. They're, fearful for the, inflation data. Last time we got inflation data, it was higher than expected. So we're waiting for, more inflation data to come out. And that's really, causing the market to come down today. So, Dow Jones Industrial Average slipping 33 points, 0.1%. S&P 500 falling 0.2%. And then we have the NASDAQ adding just as 0.02%. So mixed results there. We have Amazon in the news, joining the 30 stock Dow, replacing Walgreens, guys. And we had Amazon shares falling 0.3% today so far. And we have treasury yields climbing today, providing another dent to the equity market. The 10-year treasury yield was last higher by around 4 basis points, guys, right here, 4 basis points, 4.301%. And here it is. We mentioned this. Stocks are coming off into the final week of February on a high note after major indexes achieved key milestone and registered winning weeks with help of Nvidia. They announced their earnings last week, killing it. Really bringing up the market last week. So, investors are really watching out for whether the AI momentum can last as economic and inflation risks linger. We are awaiting still the Federal Reserve news. I believe the next one is in March coming up, guys. That's coming up in the next few weeks. And we are going to see what, Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve want to do. We don't think they're going to be cutting rates so soon. But you never know, guys. We never know. We have more inflation data coming out. You never know what's going to happen. So they're saying, March is definitely out the window. May is somewhat out the window. And then, the June meeting, hopefully we're going to get, a rate cut then. Otherwise, it's probably going to be in the second half of this year. So that is all the news I really want to go over today. I'll leave this in the description below. There's a lot of, updates that you could see every day on CNBC Live Updates. So I'll leave this in the description below for you guys to check out. Let's see how the market is reacting to this news. We have, S&P 500 really coming down the last few trading sessions here, coming down to the 506, made a high of 510. If we look at the one-day chart on the S&P Spider Index ETF, let's go ahead and go to that. And, we are seeing, a consistent downtrend here, starting, a high in pre-market, 509.32, and now really making a low there at 506, coming back up, hitting that wall there to the 200-day moving average, coming back down, then we came back up, and now we're at the 506 level. So we'll see how the market reacts from here. The 6-month is looking pretty healthy. We are waiting for this to really come down to that 50-day moving average for us to really start to take things seriously. Let's go to start buying in seriously. Let's go ahead and look at Qs. We really want to start building this position as we already have 22 shares there, but we have it trading currently at 437.63, a high of 440, so it's still at that high range there. We would like to see it come back down to around the 420 200-day moving average area for us to really start adding in heavily, and we would like it to come down to the 50-day, almost near there. So we'll see what happens this week with QQQ and NASDAQ. But right now we are going to hold our position right now and see where it goes the rest of the week. So right now we are holding off on doing options right now. We are going to be just focusing on, the $10 buys of the day right now and see what we want to do moving forward with selling options. The market was just at all-time highs. We want to wait it out to see if we want to start doing cash secured puts, then to see to wait until it comes back down a little bit more before we start doing more cash secured puts. So that is update on options. We're going to take a break with options right now. So stocks that are down on the day is Block, Google, Airbnb, DraftKings, MGM, and so forth here going up. But the one really taking a hit is Block here, really making that big move to the 83.29 high there, now selling off, guys, to around the $75 mark there. That's a little bit too high for us to really get into Block, so we're gonna be kind of holding off on that. But let's look at Google here, and Google is presenting a deal at the 138 range, trading way below that 200-day moving average, with the 50-day really trying to break below that. So really trading at the 29 RSI level on the 6-month chart. So we are going to lock in a Google buy. Let's go ahead and lock in a Google $10 buy of the day. So we have the amount $10, we have order quantity 0.07225. Let's go ahead and lock in a $10 buy of Google. All right, we got filled at 138.39. That is what we got filled out on Google. So really presenting a deal here. And the last time it was trading at this level was back in early January, looks like January 9th area. And then right here it made a little dip, and that was January 17th. Right here it made a dip, and that was January 31st. Right here was February 20th, and now we broke below that support there, and we're now trading at the 138.39 level for Google. So really presenting an opportunity. So Google down 3.9%, really presenting the opportunity for us to buy there, and we'll continue to watch Google and we'll continue to watch Google later this week, within this week, to see if we want to continue to buy more. So that is session number 60, guys. So we went over how the market's reacting. We have more inflation data that's coming out later this week. We have, investors really, kind of hesitant with that. Maybe they're selling off because of that, or maybe, they're locking in profits from last week. Who knows what they're doing, but the market is taking a little dip today. Let's go ahead and look again at the S&P 500. And we're looking at the day chart here. We see a consistent downtrend there, and to really end the week, another hour in the market. So really getting rejected by that 200-day moving average every time. So that is the S&P 500 Spider ETF and how the market is reacting to today's news. And we are ending earnings. We are awaiting Fed news. We are waiting inflation news, and really investor confidence is easing due to interest rates really, inflation data really affecting the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. So that is how the market is reacting today. We went over the Google buy of the day. We are pausing and we are waiting, holding our QQQ position, and we are not doing options today. So that is session number 6060. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed here yet, please consider subscribing. If you like these sessions, smash that like button. Until next time, hit the outro.